Show me how. It's going to show you how to remove the tilt sensor on a Sur-Ron. The Black X, this is it. It is mounted behind this bracket. Okay, you could have disconnected it. This is what the connector looks like. It's red, but then the other side that it plugs into has black and green wires coming out of it. I decided to remove it entirely, and I'll mark it. I had to remove the controller, take it out, loosen the bolts here. All the bolts I took out were the same, except for this size. It was for this little shield that goes up here. All the rest of the bolts, I believe, are the same. And let's see. To the best of my knowledge, this would be a 1/8. I believe that's what it is. But all I did was I used one of these Elkland tools, which are great. I have a bunch of them. They make them in metric too, by the way. So if you ever use a hex nut, an Allen that you think doesn't work, bear in mind that they do make metric. So anyway, so it was behind there, disconnected it. Here's where the ignition is. Okay. I loosened that up. And took the screws out for that. That mounts back on tight. You don't have to take the lid off. And that's about it. Here's that little shield. Okay, as I was talking about. These are the 4 bolts for the controller. Okay, there's 3 of them there. Here's the 4th one. And then here is the screws that you have to get to take this plate off, or try to fudge in there with your hands to get that wire out and break it away, disconnect it. I didn't want to do that. I was afraid something might get hacked up. So here's where I'm at. And then again, I can put this back. I don't know why I did this. I thought that I would have to take the ignition out, and I don't. So here's the 2 screws for the ignition. Then again, you don't have to take the battery cover off to remove this. And it turns out I didn't need to remove it. You will need to remove it though to get your battery sensors, or your brake sensors are right underneath there. The plugs are both the same, so you'll know the wiring, the color wiring harness for the front and brake. You'll notice that, okay? So it's pretty hard to miss. And then the screws, which are the same size, and this is for that bracket. Sorry for the camera. All right, and then this is, I believe, 1/8. Same to tighten up the bracket that houses the tilt sensor, and also doubles for the controller mount. And here's the other screw. Okay, so I believe I used a 3/32, a 9/64, and a 3/16. According to this Elkland, I don't have my micrometer on me. I tried to use a tape measure. But I believe that's what I used. Yeah. 3/16, 3/32, and a 9/64. 3/16 was for the horn. That's it. Okay. All the rest of the screws were the same, except for the little shield, the wiring harness shield. Okay. And I believe that's it. Let's see if this thing fires up. Okay, it seems to be working. For a minute there, I thought I was going to get the short end of the stick. Because again, you know, got a kickstand sensor, but that's one I think that's kind of important. You'll see those on scooters too. That way you don't drive off, you know, with your kickstand down. So you can see it. See, it's, yeah. So, hallelujah. I hope this is it. But I believe it is. It was so intermittent. And then I thought a couple times I would tilt it down and it would start. I'd start getting traction if I laid it low to the ground. Yeah, that's it. Show me how. Just showed you how to remove your tilt sensor. Thank you.